The case of a sex offender refugee has taken a surprising turn with an interview with his supposedly dead mother. Mohammed Abdiwali came to New Zealand from Somalia as a 12-year-old in 2003. He was given refugee status partly on the basis that he had no family in Somalia to look after him. His mother was recorded as deceased. Abdiwali has around 50 convictions, including 2 sexual violations, and immigration officials have now revoked his refugee status. But they say there are no grounds to deport him. Investigations journalist Paula Penfold reports.
The remarkable thing about this interview is that Mohammed Abdiwali's mother is supposed to be dead. It says so right here in his immigration papers. Part of the basis on which New Zealand gave him refugee status in 2003, aged 12, Somalia was dangerous and there was no family to look after him.
The people that put me here, they used me as a meal ticket and left me here as a kid.
6 years later, Abdiwali's offending began, small crimes at first, then escalating drastically, 2 sexual violations, receiving lengthy jail terms. But each time he got out, he'd offend again, bouncing between jail, sleeping on the streets, or with meth-addicted friends.
Keep on thrown into the deep end, no place to go, no job, nothing whatsoever.
Which is why he set up this video call. He wants to be deported, not only for his crimes, but because his supposedly deceased mother is alive, rendering his immigration papers fraudulent. They offer to do a DNA test to prove she's his mother. Meantime, he says, look at the resemblance. She explains that when wider family took her only son, it was supposed to be to Kenya to stay with his father for a short time. When he never came home, she thought he was dead. Immigration New Zealand recently revoked Abdiwali's refugee status, not because of his lengthy and serious criminal history, but because it's deemed he's no longer at risk in Somalia. It won't discuss his case, his criminality, nor the fact that his mother, if indeed it is her, is alive. What it will say is that there are currently no grounds for him to be deported. Which, to the survivor of his second sexual violation, doesn't make sense. I've seen lots of people deported for much less, she says. It's in everybody's interests, it's in New Zealand's interests that he's gone. Including his, says Abdiwali. He's now 33, but having spent most of his adult life in and out of jail, he has no money nor papers to get himself back to Somalia.
I feel alone, I feel like useless.
Leading to a very motherly lecture.
She's telling me that you're an adult person now, you're not a kid anymore, you need to get yourself together and put yourself together.
What happens next? Up to officials to decide.
Oh yeah, I love you. Ma salama.